Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics coming at you with a quick Steelbook haul. What we're going to be doing today is going over a couple of key terms and showing off my Marvel Steelbook collection thus far. To start off, I started collecting these about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. And so I'm going to be showing off the collection thus far in segments and groups that make sense to me. And then as they start coming in, they'll just be put into hauls on their own, so as groups. So first off, let's make me small and get to the haul. Yo! There it is. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Look, back to back. I like that. You got Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, that's DC one-shot, although this is going to be a Marvel haul. And then you got X-Men 2, Wolverine cover, so very cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show off some books right away. So there's a Steelbook. So basically what this is that this is metal. Usually it's I don't know what kind of metal it's made of. It says Steelbook, but I highly doubt it's made of steel. It could be, but it's definitely magnetic. So if you put a magnet on this, it will stick. The side is usually made of plastic. And it has a metallic type sticker on it, and then the back is metal as well. So it's typical kind of clam case shape. And you see here, and a real Steelbook, right? A real Steelbook will always have the Steelbook logo at the bottom. Okay, so you see it says Steelbook etched into the plastic there. Now, oftentimes they will have a picture on the inside as well. The better ones do. And in this case, this is a DVD. So this is a DVD set. So when I was first collecting, I couldn't decide if I was going to pick up DVD sets and Blu-ray sets. But as you'll see in a minute, the Blu-rays are shorter than the DVDs. So here's Iron Man, the first Iron Man. I just thought that case was badass. And it's an official Steelbook. You can tell by the way the side looks as well, because it will show. I'll show you in a minute. Not Steelbook, right, but similar. So, and check that out. Looking great, man. Whew. Love that. Now we're not necessarily going to get into movie reviews right here, but I encourage you in the comments below if you want to talk about which one of these is your favorite movie or what you like about them. We can start a movie discussion, but for right now, I'm collecting this basically for the case art. That's what I'm all about. So next we've got X-Men 2, X-Men United. This is a movie that just keeps finding me. Now this is a Blu-ray, but this is not a Steelbook. Technically, this is what's called a metal pack. Okay, now you'll see on the side that the spine is different. It doesn't have that, I'll show you side by side. So it doesn't have that plate on the side. Instead, it just has two hinges. So that's the main difference between them. As you can see, on the front side, they're basically the same, or on the inside, whatever. And so this one is pretty cool. And as with this one, a lot of them kind of open up to make a complete scene. So look at that. So I call this a wraparound cover, right? Even though it doesn't exactly match up, but it's pretty close. And so that's X-Men United, and it has on the inside, if you pull that disc off, it has another full display there. Very cool. Love that. This it is a Blu-ray, so it will also be shorter than the DVDs. You see that? So I haven't made my custom display rack for this yet, but when I do, I think that's going to be an issue. Next up, no, you're not seeing double. This movie again keeps finding me. It's X2, X-Men United. Now this is a DVD, but it's also a Steelbook. So so it's funny that they went with metal pack on this one and then Steelbook for this one, but this one's the DVD. So, and the ones that don't have all the art on the back, like you see how this is just clean with art, I don't like them as much. The ones that just have look like a regular case, a regular movie case, I don't like those as much. And this being a DVD, now a lot of times it doesn't come with anything on the inside but like some digital codes. In this case, this one came with a bunch of crap. Look at that. You got that. And I'm picking these up usually used. I've bought a few that were new, but that's not the intent. So when you're buying these, you also have to be aware that collecting these movies is very much like collecting comics. So this is an official Steelbook, says it right there. Very cool. And then it came with a bunch of other, case candy. But like I said, I don't usually keep this stuff. I mean, I'll keep that, but I won't keep this, like the advertisements. I don't usually keep that. And to me, it messes with the presentation of the Steelbook. So, much like comics, these get graded. So, this one has a little bit of glue on it from the original wrapper. I could clean that off, and I probably will. But what happens is that when you buy them online, if it's a dealer, if it's someone that deals in these specifically or deals with movies a lot, they'll give it like a VG, VG plus, and it's very similar scale. So it's that kind of grading. So these actually get graded. So when you're shopping and you see one that says VG or something like that, then you know that they're saying it's very good. And they're talking about the case condition. They always will say the discs are perfect. So what we're talking about is a case condition. And don't they stand so nice? All right, next up we got the Hulk. Now I was really excited. Universal did these comic cover type cases. Or comic panels. So they took a character, they bunched them out of a comic panel, and then they did the rest in comic panels. So it's very cool. This one's the Incredible Hulk, the Ed Norton edition. Again, it has that back I'm not crazy about, but because they did it in a comic style, I'm okay with it. Very, very cool. Love this. Also, I have these in my CLZ app, so I keep up with that. The CLZ app, you have to buy it separately than you do the comic version, but they do have a DVD/movie spot for it. So this is a Blu-ray and DVD. You see that a lot. It's a combo pack. Nothing on the inside. Isn't that disappointing? So like when you go from those that had all those pretty things on the inside to these and they have nothing on the inside, that kind of sucks. So you see how nice they made the Blu-ray disc, and then look at that DVD disc. They're just telling you, what the hell are you doing with DVDs still, right? That's their point. I know a lot of people will say, oh, what about, you can watch these digitally and all this stuff. But I got to tell you, I just picked up a brand new Blu-ray player, 4K Blu-ray player, and it is amazing. And it may be a little bit like, it's probably about the same if you're getting 4K streaming, but it really looks good. I mean, I can't imagine these movies looking any better than they do right now. So there you go. Really, really like that one. Very cool. Not a whole lot on the inside. Doesn't have the back that I like, but that front is just fantastic. And it's got all the key characters in it. That's just so cool. I love that. And Universal did that for a lot of movies, not just their comic book movies, but all their movies. They have like maybe 2 waves or 3 waves where they did the movies like this. Very cool, man. I love them. This is a Best Buy exclusive, and you get into that too. Store exclusives. You see how this is so much similar to comics. You got the cover art. Yes, there's stories on the inside, of course, but then there's store exclusives. There's variants. There's a lot of international variants as well. So here's Ant-Man. I love that cover. That is cool. It's an official Steelbook. This is the Blu-ray. It says PIM Technologies on the back. And this is a Best Buy exclusive run, and what they did at Best Buy was they went ahead and made all the cases very similar. So all the Avengers group of movies all have similar cases with different characters, of course, and different arrangements, but they all have this kind of landscape with single or multiple characters on the cover, silhouetted with colored backgrounds, base colors. Very cool to have that. So you see how that looks. Of course, this is a Blu-ray as well. And there you go, Ant-Man. This is awesome. I love these Best Buy exclusives. I'm going to pick up some more of those. In fact, there's some more on the way. And then here's one my son wanted to take from me. So Deadpool. This one, and these are, I should have polished them first. I don't know if I'm going to get into that much. Maybe I'll take some guitar polish and work them over. But here's Deadpool. Very cool. This is a wraparound cover. So when you open it up, it does that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm telling you. You guys, and it has a DVD in here. So again, they're telling you, hey, what the hell are you doing watching DVD still? There's your gratuitous Deadpool scene. And there's that. That's a Blu-ray disc as well. Again, usually I don't keep this stuff because it messes with the art. But if it's an actual disc or something pertinent to the movie, I will keep it. But any of the advertisement junk, I get rid of that real fast. So there you go. Nice Deadpool Steelbook. A lot of things that we went over today, I know. Difference between metal packs, Steelbooks, DVD size, Blu-ray size. There's all kinds of editions, conditions. Now, me personally, when I'm building mine, once again, I'm going to be a mid-grade collector of these. And I say mid-grade because for these books, once you get into low grade, they start getting bent. Now, if there's a scratch or some natural wear and tear on these, I don't mind. But in some cases, you'll turn them over and there'll be just a huge dent in the middle of it. And it'll mess with the side view. And anything that messes with this spine view, I'm going to count as ineligible for my collection. So, because when I set it up on my display, it's going to be like this most of the time. Then I'm going to probably put some pop figures beside some of these. And then on a few of them, the ones I really love, I'll turn this way. So I'm going to be building that display probably because I can't find anything to suit me so far. So we'll see how that goes. Now here's an interesting thing. Look at this. So when I set it up this way, the Deadpool is going to be backwards. And all the other ones are this way. So maybe that's a little bit of a joke. But the Deadpool will be the only one that is turned that way. And wouldn't it be just like Deadpool to do something like that? Because really, it should look like this, right? To where you could read it this way and it would be the same all the way through. But no, it's Deadpool, so he's got to do that. Alright, well, we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. I just wanted to show some of these off. And I do have some of these movies in non-Steelbook format and just regular Blu-rays or whatever. But for those, in some cases, I'll buy just an empty case and I'll put my own movie in it. So, and you can save a little bit of money there. So anyway, we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. This is, let's see, what should I tell you? Collect a movie? There you go. Collect a movie, but still, because of all this metal going on, don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.